Hey guys, it's Tamara. I just wanted to come on quickly and let you guys know what's going on with me, and I'm driving, so my apologies if I'm a little distracted. Hopefully we won't crash the car. So I've been so crazy busy these last couple of days, and I've been wanting to let you know what happened on Wednesday, and it's just been nuts. Wednesday after I left work, which is when I wanted to update you what's going on, we had all sorts of drama at home, the kids, their friends, missing money. It consumed my Wednesday night. And then yesterday we celebrated my little boy's birthday. And so I'm a total last minute Mary. And so we did, cleaned up the house, decorated, and did all of that all yesterday. Went to lunch, celebrated, picked up a cake, picked up balloons, blah, blah, blah. That's all I did yesterday. So finally, I am wanting to come and tell you about my surgery being rescheduled. So my surgeon's office offers a support group, which is great. And I've been trying to go as often as I can these last couple of months since I've been done with all of my testing and requirements and visits since May. And so these last couple of months waiting for surgery, I've been trying to keep my head in the game, stay actively engaged, stay excited. So as often as I'm able to, I go to these support groups. They're several times a month. I'm not able to go as often as I'd like because I go to the chiropractor and therapy and acupuncture, and I have kids and yada, yada, yada. But so I went on Wednesday. It was great. There were no post-op people there. It was a bunch of new people because they had orientation that day. And then there were a couple of us that were closer to having surgery. About 5 minutes before it ended, I snuck out and went up to the front desk and said, hey, I sent in my FMLA paperwork last week. I just want to make sure that you guys got it. They said, oh, well, you need to check with the nursing staff. So I went back to the group and finished the meeting. And then at the end, I went up to the nurse that was leading it and asked her, I said, hey, I sent in my paperwork last week. I just want to make sure you guys got it. And she's like, oh, you need to check at the front. Anyways, so she goes to her computer where she's like, remind me your name, goes to her computer and prints off the paperwork, and we're coordinating when am I going to get it back, because they didn't want to give it back to me until my final pre-op appointment 2 days before my surgery. And I was like, no, I need that. I've scheduled the time off, but they need that paperwork to know that it's a real issue, whatever. So she's like, well, when is your surgery? And I told her the 31st. And she was like, well, hold on. And she goes back to her computer and she comes back and she's like, oh, she's like, you were on my list of people to call. We had to reschedule your surgery. My face was like, are you fucking kidding me? Because I just wasn't expecting that. And so she's like, it's gonna be September 2nd. And I still had, my face of horror. And she's like, it's only 2 days. It's only 2 days. And I wasn't so much worried about the 2 days difference, but she was saying the reason why they rescheduled my surgery is because my doctor, Dr. Todd, is no longer going to be performing surgery at Providence, at least in the interim. So she's like, we rescheduled you for September 2nd at Alaska Regional. Now, my insurance, the only hospital in Anchorage that's in network for my insurance is Providence. And she's now saying I'm going to have surgery at Alaska Regional. The difference between my out-of-pocket max for in-network and out-of-network is like thousands of dollars. So I was like, that's what I was thinking. Thousands of dollars. This is now going to cost me thousands of dollars because they've moved my surgery from Providence to Alaska Regional. So I told her when she was like, it's just 2 days. It's just 2 days. I was like, well, I'm more concerned about the financial repercussions because of my insurance. My insurance, it's preferred or whatever. My in-network hospital is Providence. And so I asked her why, like why isn't he performing surgery at Providence? And she said it's complicated or a long story. Basically something to do with him having access to the Da Vinci robot for suturing, or they wanted him to do something that he didn't want to do, or he wanted to do something that he didn't want to do. I don't know if it's because they're a Catholic hospital, or she did not tell me details. But she did say that because they weren't giving me a choice, they would have me meet with financial people at the hospital when I pre-register, that hopefully my insurance would cover it as if, you know, to do an exception, hopefully my insurance would cover it as if it were in network, and that if they didn't, whatever portion my insurance didn't cover, that the hospital would write off, and that I would have that in writing prior to surgery. So once that concern was alleviated, I was like, okay, September 2nd. I don't have a choice in the matter, so what is complaining about it really gonna do? Nothing. So it is what it is. I just wanted to come on and let you guys know that I am not having surgery on the 31st as planned. I will now be having surgery on the 2nd. It actually works better with my work schedule, just because I do some accounting functions in my position, and we're closing out AP for the month of August on the 3rd, and so it'll be better for me to have those 2 extra days at work to finish out the end of month stuff. So I'm just trying to stay positive. So that's what's going on. I'm sorry I haven't been on in a few weeks. I've had the kids this week and they didn't know about my surgery, so I didn't want to be all weird and like shut myself in my room and say, don't bother me, I'm filming a YouTube video. I did end up telling them about it this week, and I feel so much better. That's a totally different video, and maybe I will try to film that this weekend. That is all for me for now. I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.